And in reporting to her commanding officer, the truth comes out that she is, in fact, the daughter of Wedge Antilles. The commanding officer tries to discharge her. However, that person's commanding officer overrides the discharge and instead sends y'all to serve in a different unit flying a different kind of aircraft. Now, over to Jason and Ben, who are investigating those tassels. They figure out that the tassels, each tassel is written in a tactile language. So it's sort of like a writing system, but you have to feel the knots with your hands in order to figure out what it says. He finds one expert in one of the languages, translates one of the tassels. He will strengthen himself through pain. But that expert refers him to another expert on the planet of Lord. So Ben and Jason go to Lord. They meet the Jedi who is stationed there locally, a Jedi named Nilani. Nilani refers them to this expert that they're looking for. The expert translates several other of the tassels for them. He will ruin those who deny justice. He will remake or rename himself. He will choose the fate of the weak. He will choose how he is loved. And by the way, it is mentioned that these pronouns are specifically male pronouns. He will win and break his chains. He will shed his skin and choose a new skin. He will strengthen himself through sacrifice. He will crawl through his cloak. He will know brotherhood. He will make a pet. And there's even one of the tassels that Jason is able to read just by using his Force intuition. That one reads, "He will be drawn from peace into conflict," or "His life will be balanced between peace and conflict." This is a tassel that Nilani can't read, and the language just so happens to come from one of the ancient Sith worlds. So that's an interesting piece of information, and also a lot of these tassels, if you know very much about Star Wars lore, you will recognize the similarities to the Sith code that are in a lot of these phrases. Meanwhile, while they're talking to the expert, Ben is not in that meeting. Ben, just by chance, is able to locate the shuttle. Do you remember the shuttle that dropped off the mercenaries? Ben is able to locate that shuttle that just so happens to be parked there on Lord in the space station. So he finds that, and he finds Jason and Nilani, who are coming out of that meeting. The shuttle is owned by someone of the name Brisha Sayo, who, as they're going back to look at the shuttle, is apprehended by the station police. So, of course, the Jedi take her and interrogate her. Sayo claims that she was not responsible for the attack on Toriaz Station. However, she admits to being involved in it, and she admits to leaving the tassels behind because she knew that Jason, only Jason, would be the one that would follow the tassels all the way here. She offers to take the Jedi back to her home on a nearby asteroid, normal, to tell them the full story.